my video today is about the body cleanse drink that we've just had released in the UK. I did try the one from America and I do like that this is now here with us as well. This one can be used every day. It is safe enough, calm enough to use for your system every day, but I've just done it as the 7-day pack as it comes. So I'll be doing the 30-day healthy living and I've just done week 3, so that's why I incorporated that into that program. So as I said, it comes as a pack of 7. It's a powder that you then add into water and you just sip that throughout the day. So I had one of my water bottles, it's a litre, just under a litre. You use warm water just because that's better for your system, and then just every now and again just take a mouthful throughout the day. It was quite good when I was at work because it was just sitting there and I could just pick it up. When I've been at home, I've left it on the table, so every time I've walked past I've had a drink from that. So the main points you need to know of this: it has been described as a ginger lemonade. To me it is just liquid sherbet lemons. Absolutely delicious, love it. The problem is trying to sip it rather than gulping it like a normal drink, because it is that nice. There is ginger in there, and I think that's the bits that don't really dissolve very well. So when you mix it in, the powder will dissolve, but there's still particles floating around. So when you're leaving it in between mouthfuls, once you just pick it up, give it a shake. I would then take the lid off, I would then give it another swill. And then I would have a mouthful and then put it down again. So you're just making sure that you're not leaving all the particles at the bottom for then trying to have that in the last few mouthfuls. I imagine that's going to be quite strong. So you just keep mixing it up as you go. Absolutely lovely. So why is this important? I heard Sarah Law describe it this way, and I absolutely love this analogy, so I'm going to share this with you. It's the bathtub analogy. So your system is like the bathtub. You put in the plug, it gets all kind of, your system gets blocked, but you've still got the taps on, you're still putting everything into your body, so the water's running from the taps. And you don't think that there's a problem, and the bath will just fill up and up and up and up. As your body does, it just fills up. Then the bath starts to overflow. That's when you know there's a problem. That's when things start going wrong with your system. It's out of whack, so much so that it's kind of going, you need to do something. So the bath is overflowing. You go and get help, and it's literally just a case of you giving a mop to mop up all the mess that's coming from the bath. What our system does, the whole idea of the 30-day plan, is you stop putting those toxins in, so you turn off the taps, and then this helps pull out the plug. So the 30-day plan stops you putting those toxins into your body. They all get flushed out of your system, so you have that whole reset. And then the whole idea of doing 30 days is that you get out of the habit of having all those toxins that you were having before. Your system resets, you then learn from what you're then eating what your body reacts to. You're more in tune to what your body needs. You can feel it. You know if you want a drink of water, or if you want a piece of fruit, or what it is that you want. And you'll find that when you do treat yourself to, for me it was Doritos, chili heat wave Doritos. Absolutely love them, and they're vegan, so I can still have them. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing really, but they give me stomachache, so there's something in them that my system doesn't like. Doesn't stop me eating them, but I know that if I have them it's going to hurt, so I'm not having them as much because my body's telling me they don't want it. So that's kind of how this then fits into that program. You don't have to do the 30 days. You can get these just on their own and then have them as you like. But the idea is you have them for 7 days in a row, so you are flushing them out of your system. The main thing in here, so we've got the aloe, lemon, ginger. There's also magnesium sulfate, and I didn't realise that even stress on its own can stop your body from absorbing magnesium sulfate, and also fluoride depletes the levels in your body, and if you're deficient in magnesium you get those twitches. So if you get that like eyelid twitch, or you know, you get like that muscle spasm, that could be deficiency in magnesium. So that could certainly be something to look into, and it can also have like over 300 other reactions within the body. So magnesium sulfate is really important to have, so you need to make sure you've got that in your system. And the other thing I learned recently, choline helps break down the fats in the liver, so that's kind of flushes out the system as well. So really good. Everything kind of links into each other. your skin is your biggest organ, so what goes on goes in your body, what you're eating all fits in. If something's out of whack in your system, it will knock something else off until you sort of do something about it. So the symptom you treat might not be the original cause. You might have to work on a few things before you get to the root of the problem. The other thing that these drinks help with, if you have sort of autoimmune disease, because it's all part of the gut health and all to do with your gut lining and the system working properly. Autoimmune, the leaky gut, there's something I'm not really going to go into. It's nearly lunchtime, you don't need to hear about that. But it just helps soothe the system, and then it stops those proteins from escaping, which the body is then attacking. So it all kind of works together. The other thing I think you need to know around, obviously the taste is important, because you need to be able to drink it. It's not one of those that you just don't want to have it. You need to want it, to be able to do it, to keep doing it. So taste is important. You don't suddenly have a mouthful of it and then need to go to the loo. It's not a built-in laxative that just flushes through your system. It's good for your whole gut system, so it goes through and it's dealing with you as it's working. It's not just a case of in and out within a couple of minutes. It is a whole smoother process. So if you have problems, if you're stuck, if it hurts, I can certainly recommend that you give these a go. So I'm aware I've been talking quite a while. I know my analogy went on a little while and I've talked on other things. So the basics really were around the taste. You do it for the 7 days, why it's important, how it can help you, and sort of the result. So if you want any more details, please do message me and I can have a chat with you a little bit more personally. I don't really need to be sharing all these kind of information with everybody here. So I'm happy just to have a chat with you directly, see what the issues are and see if there's something that we can do to help. So they are available on the website, or like I said, any questions, just give me or send me a message, send me a text, give me a call. I have done it, I've tried it, I've gone through the 7 days, I'm here, looking fabulous, feeling great, and absolutely happy to share those with you. Thanks so much for listening.